Oh, is this the show before the show? You look so excited.
Thank you.
Well rested.
Hello, team. Welcome to day one of the fair.
Hello, Jason.
How's everyone feeling?
Why do you have sunglasses on?
Can he start off just nice?
No.
I just haven't taken them off
Do you
yet.
need a fragrant moment?
I need a fragrant moment already from Jeff.
We're inside. Hello, roof, inside.
Roll the open.
Here we go. Have a seat. Save your energy. We have an hour.
I said if I was going to do TV, because I was never not going to be myself.
We're all the people who are a little bit different.
You're sitting next to one on the couch. So let's just say that.
Yourself, but not too much of yourself.
Here's Jason.
And good morning, everybody. Good afternoon. Good day. We are back live. And boy, oh boy, what a great way to come back live. It's day one of the biggest state fairs in the world. Welcome to a special edition of the Jason Show, live at the Great Minnesota Get-Together, the Minnesota State Fair. I'm Jace. Thank you so much for being here. It is good to be back live, and it is good to say this. I haven't seen her about 2 weeks. Please welcome my sidekick bestie. Say hi to Fallon, everybody.
I forced a hug on Jason as soon as I saw him. It was beautiful.
No, you didn't force a hug on me. You know executive producer Jeff doesn't like human contact.
Right, and
so
I did go, sorry, Jeff. It's been too long. It's happening. Yeah, embrace it.
Hi, sweetie.
Hi, how are you?
I'm good. I've missed you.
I've missed you. How's my highlighter in the sun? Is it popping?
It's popping. It's popping. Is that
Great.
Fallon? Is that your good side, girl? Is that your good side?
Well, this is the still swollen side, so I'm just covering it up.
Yeah, Fallon's been. Yeah, let's start there. You've been really open on your Well, you're open about everything on social media. That's why people love you. But let me ask, how's I take this the right way. Hey, girl, how's your face?
It's really good, thank you. By the way, my mom was like, your face is looking better. I saw you on the Jason Show, and I said, I haven't been live on the Jason Show in weeks, which leads me to believe
Was she watching
you
reruns?
thought my face was swollen still on old episodes, Mom. Thanks a lot. Yeah, so, yeah. But, no, it's good. It's getting better. Thank you for asking. How was Hawaii?
Hawaii was great, yeah. Since the last time we were live, I turned 50. So, yeah.
Yeah.
Or as I like to say, my AARP era. That's right. Fallon, I got my card if you want to share my discounts.
Aww.
That's right. Well, we'll tell more about Hawaii. I have some best things ever. We have some stories. Wait till you hear them a little bit later. But right now, I'm sure Minnesotans and many people in Wisconsin know why our show is not in our studio. Well, it's not in the studio because, well, our studio burned to the ground, so we're getting a new one, but that's a little bit later. But you guys know why we're at the State Fair and why it's a big deal. But if you're watching us from our stations around the country, Chicago, Orlando, Seattle, Cedar Rapids, any other city that you are watching the Jason Show, you might be like, what's the big deal with the Minnesota State Fair? So we put together a little history lesson about why this is such a big deal.
For 12 days every summer, hundreds of thousands of people come to the Minnesota State Fairgrounds. Now, based on daily attendance, it's the largest state fair in the country. Can you believe it? Overall, though, it's the second largest fair, only behind Texas.
Oh.
But keep in mind, that runs twice as long as our fair. It's been dubbed the Great Minnesota Get-Together, but the Minnesota State Fair attracts people from all across the country and even people all over the world. And for most folks, food is the main attraction. We'll eat anything on a stick, making it easier for us to walk and eat at the same time. Dozens of delicious new foods are introduced every year, and it's a big deal. But it's hard to pass up the classics, like deep-fried cheese curds, Sweet Martha's cookies, and Pronto Pups. And right now, if you're like, what are those? They're similar to a corn dog, but made with pancake batter instead. And animals are another big draw at the fair. Along with daily livestock competitions, you can see everything from llamas and crazy-haired chickens to giant boars and baby animals born every day at the Miracle of Birth booth. Minnesotans also compete at the fair, going for a blue ribbon in artistic categories like painting, knitting, and woodworking, to food battles like canning, muffins, and cookies. There's even a seed art competition featuring artwork created by seeds grown right here in Minnesota. And what would the Minnesota State Fair be without butter? Lots of it, but not just any butter. We take a 90-pound slab of butter and carve it into the likeness of the state dairy princess, also known as Princess K of the Milky Way. And that tradition dates back to 1964.
We'll have more about that butter tradition a little bit later. Not only do we have a full house in the stands, but they're one of my favorites. I never like to ignore the people behind me, the overflow people. I got a text message from the big boss. She goes, Jason, there are people behind you. Thank you. I can see, thank you. Hello, people behind me. I love you. We're getting free food later, so I'd go over there. Yeah. Anyway. Yeah, and at the end of the fair, we're actually going to carve Fallon out of butter. That's right.
Hope you have a bunch of country crock, because it's going to take you a minute.
Nope, we're doing you out of shed spread, girl. Shed spread. Well, no matter where we are, no matter what kind of show we're doing, we always do the hot dish. Leo, cue the hot dish. Here we go, everybody. Hot topics out here at the fair. Well, first up, before I went on vacation, it was the new show a lot of you guys were talking about. This week, the new docuseries, Chimp Crazy, started airing on HBO. I know. Started airing on HBO Max, and if you aren't familiar with the show, look at this crazy trailer.
Tonka and I just found each other. And Tonka loved me as much as I loved Tonka. It was meant to be. It was just natural. It's like your love for God. And I'll do anything to protect that primate. Anything.
That's right. The show features a woman named Tanya and her beloved chimpanzee, Tonka. It follows her battle with federal authorities and animal rights groups over the chimp. This is I've never been touched by a primate. Yeah. No, that
Shoulder.
Yeah. That person's executive producer, Jeff. That, by the way, I'll tell that story later. That thing that Jeff was just putting on my shoulder. Some of you know it if you follow us on social media. That was given to me by photographer Eric. That monkey was sent to me at my hotel in Hawaii. That's a story. That's a story. Don't clap for that behavior. Don't. It only encourages him to do that again. Yeah. But Fallon, have you seen Chimp Crazy?
I haven't seen it yet, but I have seen the story of Travis. And if you haven't read the story of Travis ripped the face off of another human, so I would not be living with a primate, probably, for many reasons.
Can I...
Just saying.
Even if you don't want to watch the whole thing, I started watching it. My radio friends, Alexis and Holly, the day that I came back, they said, Jace, we know you're tired. I know you're going to be full of stories, so we don't have to worry about the radio show that much. But could you watch one thing? And I'm like, sure, of course. They're like, on the plane, watch Chimp Crazy. And then my executive producer, Holly, just wrote the word boob. And I thought, why am I getting a text message that says boob? When you watch this within 10 minutes, you will see why. That's all I'm going to say. That's all I'm going to say. Next in the dish, it's the movie drama that I know Fallon has been following rather intently, and it's been dominating the headlines for weeks. Next in the dish, It Ends With Us. The movie hit theaters on August 9th. It's a huge hit. but it's actually the off-screen headlines that has folks talking. So here's the deal. It has to do with an alleged feud between the star Blake Lively and co-star and director Justin Baldoni. Stories broke at the movie's premiere when none of the cast posed with Baldoni, and none of him, and I mean none of them, follow him on social media, which you know what that means. Baldoni hired a crisis manager then, while Blake dealt with online backlash from her behavior in some recent interviews. Nobody, well, there was one person in the movie that commented, Fallon, I've interviewed Blake, I think, twice. Was she warm? No, but I don't know this movie. I know you love her. I know you've been following this. What do I need to know?
I've been live on the streets of TikTok, going down some dark rabbit holes, Jason. Thank you for asking. Yeah, so I think that there is obviously the split of people are not loving how Blake was promoting the movie, tying it in with her hair care line, being like, grab your girlfriends, and let's wear florals, when the movie has very serious subject matter of domestic violence. So a lot of people went into this movie thinking it was a rom-com, and it's a very, very serious movie. So they thought her promotion of it was quite tacky. Justin, on the other hand, has been tackling those very difficult conversations during interviews. As to why they don't like each other, it seems there were some creative differences, and they said that Blake hired the guy with Ryan Reynolds movies to do a separate cut of the movie of It Ends With Us. They ended up going with Justin's, but creative differences seem to be the issue behind the scenes, and a lot of people think the reason that the actors stuck by her is because she can help their careers a lot more than Justin can. So, but we don't know. There were also, she said that she felt uncomfortable. She felt fat shamed because Justin has a history of back issues, and he has to lift her in one scene. So he did ask behind the scenes, how much does she weigh, so he could prepare for that scene. But she felt like that was fat shaming. She had just had a baby, so that made her uncomfortable. She said that he lingered during kissing scenes for, and things like that she didn't like as well. So there's a mix of rumors, of course.
FYI, I will never ask you to do either of those things, ever. I won't ask you to lift me, I promise.
Okay, good. Okay, perfect.
We have more hot dish, new foods, and more. Day one of the Minnesota State Fair. We'll be right back. Back in a moment. And welcome back. Right there, butter. It's basically the trend here, butter. Welcome back to day one of the Minnesota State Fair. We're back live. It's good to be back live.
It is. Well, this is my first time ever being live on television at the Minnesota State Fair.
Really?
Yeah. And I've been out of practice, so I hope I don't cuss or anything.
Oh, get that dump button ready. She may cuss. No, by the way, Fallon will be back. Fallon's going to be here today, and then the very last day of the fair. She does have another job, so she's a little busy. So Aaron Schwab will be the sidekick for the rest of the fair. So, yeah, special guest appearance. Well, it's our chance to eat, really, here at the State Fair. It is. Do our favorite activities. So Fallon and I decided, we do this on the regular show. We do our segment called Best Thing Ever. So we decided to do a fair Best Things Ever. So we both put together a list. These are things that we both love. I'm going to start. This was a hit. This was a new food last year. So big, in fact, that there were lines starting and opening, wrapping around the fairgrounds. My first Best Thing Ever is Peachy's Amish Donuts. These folks are out of Florida, and I'm not kidding. They kind of came out of nowhere in Fair 2023, and they became, I'm not joking, I thought about these donuts until about November. My mother talks about them continuously. She's here today, and she's like, I better have one of those donuts when you come see me. So a viewer named Sue actually got her a donut. Anyway, but the lines are great. You've got to have these. They're amazing. Next, I know this is a little no duh, Jace, but I do love these. If you're going to get soft serve ice cream, go to the Dairy Good building. That's right. This is a video of me working at the Dairy Goodness building a couple years ago. I love me a caramel sundae, and to all the teenagers from the dairy people working there, just know if you give me a good portion, I sometimes tip you $20. Just FYI.
Have you been drinking first? Yeah, okay.
Yeah,
All right.
I mean, that's kind of an obvious question,
right,
but yeah.
right, yeah.
HR, not right now. Third, I have named this a best thing ever every year, and that is my favorite sandwich at the fair, the Gizmo sandwich. I can't tell people about this enough. My buddy Carla, this was her father's recipe. It's a loose meat sandwich, a hoagie roll made especially for her. Her father's recipe, it's a mix of pork sausage and beef sausage, mozzarella cheese, and her homemade marinara. It is baked to a golden brown. It is bubbly. It is delicious. I'm literally, as soon as the show's over and I say goodbye to you good people, my Earth is right over there. I'm right, yeah. And then finally, a little shopping. I always make my way to the merchandise mart. If you're new to the fair, if you don't know what this fair is, you got to go see all the new gadgets and gizmos that's at the fair. So that's my last thing. It's right there near the Fox 9 Pavilion. Fallon, how about your list?
Can I tell you, I need to try 2 of your items. I've never tried the donut or the gizmo. I need to try them. Yeah, I need to try them. I know, shame. Thank you so much. Okay, we're going to kick it off with my favorite one, which is the caveat garlic cream cheese wontons, which is also producer Jeff's favorite. I love a wonton, and then these are just chef's kiss. Everything, they have the giant egg roll too, which is amazing, but I always start off my day grabbing those. New discovery for me last year. You know, sometimes you want something that isn't fried. Shocker. And so I found this booth walking into the KDWB booth, and they have steak and mashed potatoes, and it's the pickle barrel. Oh my gosh, it's so good. Yeah, it's like, it is heavy. Like, she's going to sit heavy on your stomach for the day, but that is worth it. That's what we're here for, and it is delightful. I walked by this morning. They were handing out samples. It's like Costco over there.
Girl, how many did you have?
It's none of your business. That is none of your business.
I wondered why you smelled like beef.
That's usually how I smell like, to be fair. All right, and fried pickles are a must for me. I'm going to douse them in ranch every single time. And of all the boozy drinks here, I love the blueberry beer from Shell's. It is a favorite. I love it so much. It's like a beer, and then they top it with like this icy blueberry topping.
Really?
So delightful. I do love that blueberry
I'm not a beer guy. Would I like it even if I don't like, for all the people that don't like beer?
I think so. It's a little sweeter than your normal beer, so I think you would like it. Yes, it's delightful.
That's a good list.
Oh, thank you.
I gotta get those sirloin. See, out of your list, I haven't had most of them. I haven't had the wontons, and I haven't had your sirloin tips.
And also Sweet Martha's cookies. Hello. Let's be honest. Sweet Martha's cookies are, I always get a bucket because why would I be anything less than myself? I'm not going to get a cone. I'm going to get a bucket, and I'm going to finish it here. I'm not going to take it home. I'm going to eat the entire bucket here. Thank you so much. Yeah.
I never buy my own. I just walk around because everybody has one, and I just grab off the top of everybody's. You know,
that's because you're Jason Matheson. A regular person does that, they're going to get shocked with some kind of taser. Okay? Like, not happening.
No. Give it up for Fallon, everybody. She'll be back a little bit later. Well, speaking of food, all the things we listed are traditional ones, but there's always some food, new foods at the fair. Please welcome our foodie queen, Stephanie.
Hey!
Hello, Stephanie.
Hello, my friend.
Now,
I've eaten all those things, by the way.
Oh, I'm sure you have many times.
Every single one.
This is. Can I just say this? This is your World Series, right?
It's my Super Bowl.
You don't. Yeah.
Yeah. My World Series, my Super Bowl, This is my high holiday.
Yes. You won't sleep until what? Mid-October.
No.
Yeah. No.
Because I've eaten so much, probably. But other than that.
Okay. Where are we?
I'm gonna give you the amount of grief to calorie ratio, because let's face it, we can't eat everything, right? So I'm going to cut the line for you and help you decide what you need to eat while you're out at the state fair.
Perfect. Where are we starting?
We are going to start with the Dole Chili Whip. I got this for you.
Can I just start while you're doing it? Yeah, you talk.
It is a little melty, so I'm sorry it doesn't look better, but the taste is on point. It's got tamarind. It's got a little chamoy straw there. And I know you love Dill Whip because you love it at the Disney World.
I love it at Disney. I love it in Hawaii. I love it. My buddy Amelia Santinello introduced me to these.
Okay,
and
good.
And it's one of the few places actually on Earth that you can get a Dole Whip.
Yes, and it's gluten-free, it's vegan, so go for your Dole Whip.
This is really good.
Okay, this next one, I feel like everyone's going to be talking about it. It is the Patata Frittata Focaccia Witch. And it is a collab with Minnesota Dairy Lab and Rectangle Pizza. Oh, I'm going in. You get your own.
Oh no, I'm going in with you. Let's Lady in the Tramp it.
Oh.
And you know why I did that? You know why I did that? Because our boss hates when we eat on air.
Hi, ma'am.
Hi, ma'am. Hi, ma'am. Day one, we're already eating on air. You know I love to upset the bosses. Okay, we're to not. Oh, that's really good.
Really good. I think it's a sleeper hit.
What? I'm sorry. Would you like to finish chewing?
No.
Maybe this isn't. Maybe this is why the boss doesn't like us eating on air.
Salty,
because we can't talk.
Sweet, creamy.
Yeah.
It's amazing. Okay.
And where's that at again, Steph?
That is the potato frittata focaccia witch at Minnesota Dairy Lab.
What's next?
Okay, this is the Richie's cheese curd buffalo chicken taco.
The what?
Richie's cheese curd buffalo chicken taco.
Okay. Richie's. Okay, what's all in there?
We have a buffalo chicken cheese curd.
Okay. I'll do
We've
my
got-
own so we don't get messy.
Amazing. So salty and delicious. That is like ultimate fair food.
Oh.
I loved that last year. I love it again.
Oh.
So good.
Okay, that's a new favorite.
Yeah. The
That-
cheese curd tacos are fantastic. That crunch, the slaw, it's all good.
That is really good.
That is at Richie's cheese curd.
Richie's cheese curd.
His son Liam brought him too. He's real cute. Okay.
Just in case.
Just in case you're
real
wondering.
cute, I guess. There we go.
Here's the fried banana pie. Now, we're celebrating the death of Elvis Presley. It kind of is giving me Elvis Presley vibes. It's got peanut butter. It's got
I
banana.
didn't know that we were celebrating the death of Elvis Presley today, but sure.
Well, Lori's here in the second hour,
Oh,
and
yeah.
Elvis is her favorite.
Okay.
Okay.
Mate, should I?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
So what's all in this as I eat?
We've got banana. We've got fried sandwich. We've got peanut butter.
Oh.
It's
That-
like a banana peanut butter Monte Cristo.
Now I know why Elvis ate these. That's
This is like, this didn't look like it was going to be on my favorites list, but it is.
No, that should be. That's
It's
actually
real good.
That's really good.
Oh my
Okay,
gosh.
What's
Okay,
next? Where's that at again?
That is at the Sabino's Pizza Pies located in the Coliseum.
Okay, what's next?
Okay, these are mochi donuts. First time at the fair. Everybody
mom
loves a good mochi donut.
I introduced my mom to these. She loves these, okay?
Okay, and these are at Chan's Eatery, and they also are bringing us, for the first time, the Korean dog to the state fair.
Look at these. Eric, get a shot of these.
These are
Those are huge.
These are huge Korean dogs. This one's got the fiery outside on it. This one's for the Minnesota nice people. Wait, maybe I should give it to someone else.
No, give it to me. Yeah. Oh.
Oh, yeah, little zinger. Oh, you guys at the fair, you're a little slow. Okay, this one has potato in it.
What this one does?
This one, look at the potatoes
But
on
what's
it.
inside this one?
Good things.
No. I don't trust you.
No.
What is it?
Cheese.
It's cheese?
Cheese.
Okay.
Oh, this one's good. Can you hear me crunching?
Oh. Oh, no. Share. No.
No, I really wanted this one.
Shannon, come here. No. This is Shannon.
Shannon's fun.
Shannon.
Come on, Shannon.
Come on,
You
Shannon.
share.
Oh,
That
wow.
is real
Shannon
good.
went in, girl. That's my girl. She went in.
Now, when you get it at the booth, it's going to be like super molten and they've been sitting around for a bit.
Even a little congealed.
Yeah, real good.
Real
Try this
congealed
one.
was my nickname in
this
junior
one.
high. Yeah, what
That
is
one,
this?
It has like little potato crunchies on the outside. It's
I'm good. I don't need that one. I'm
Okay.
good. Yeah. That's a lot. No, it's just a lot. Yeah.
So if we're going through our faves here, like what are not missed?
The taco, the
For
cheese
sure,
curd
Richie's
taco,
cheese curd tacos.
and then the Elvis, then the
Potato frittata focaccia wish. Easy
I'll
for you
never
to say.
be able to say that again. Okay, Fallon.
Oh,
Eric, get a shot. You're on.
just tried to sneak in.
You, Fallon. You do work here. You can just ask to be in. You can. Whatever. Give it up for Stephanie Hansen, everybody. She'll be back a little bit later and featured also in our second hour for our Minnesota audiences. We'll be right back live from the Minnesota State Fair. Back in a moment. edition of the Jason Show live at the Minnesota State Fair. It's good to be back live. It's been a while. Hey, before we move on, don't forget the 10th season premiere of our show will be Monday, September 9th. We are in a brand new studio that's being built literally as we're standing here. So new music, new look, same people. But yeah, the season premiere, September 9th. Well, as you've heard me mention, this is our first show live in a couple weeks. I took a few weeks off at the top of August to celebrate my 50th birthday. Some of my family and friends, my better half, Colin, organized a Hawaii 5-0 trip for me and some of our friends to one of my favorite places on earth, the island of Oahu, which is the home of Waikiki, and a lot of my favorite places. Well, while we've been there enough times where I thought, I'm turning 50. It's a milestone. I wanted to conquer some of my fears. I know a lot of you heard me tease that a friend of mine that lives there named Nick wanted me to go free diving with sharks. And
No.
And my mother was not thrilled about this prospect. I promised her that I would not do it. I'm going to go cage diving at another point. But I did decide to conquer another fear. I have a few primal fears. I am afraid of sharks, and I'm afraid of open water. I don't mind going right off the shore, but I have a crippling fear of being in open water where my feet doesn't touch the ground. Well, on my actual birthday, Colin really surprised us and rented a catamaran for just our group. So we went way out past the beach in Waikiki with a group of our friends. And I decided to conquer the fear and jump in the middle of the ocean and do it. So executive producer Jeff was on that trip, and he asked my permission if I could show this because I'm a little shirtless in this, and I apologize. Ooh. But yeah, so here's the moment where I did something I haven't done in 50 years. Look at this.
There are rails on the side.
This is really conquering a fear. This is conquering a fear.
You're doing great.
Open water.
You're doing great.
Open water. It's still... This is where the sharks live.
Happy birthday.
Here I go. Oh, they're just small baby sharks.
There is not.
Yeah, so it was really nice. The crew was so great. We had some dolphins that were flipping around. We were near some sea turtles. And this is, you can see the dolphins right here doing a little show for us.
Oh, my
I think they were
gosh.
bottlenose dolphins.
Did Colin pay for that? Was that an extra add-on? The dolphin show?
Colin paid. Told the dolphins it was my birthday, so the
lovely,
dolphins performed.
lovely.
But no, there were sea turtles. We ended up having to yell at a tourist that got too close to a sea turtle. But it was absolutely beautiful. It was one of those core memories, and I was so grateful that the friends were there. We took a group shot here that includes executive producer Jeff. There we are, the whole crew. You'll recognize a couple Jason Show regulars. In the front there is wine diva Leslie Miller and her husband Jason. They were with us. But it was just one of those experiences that I'll never forget. And it was great. And executive producer Jeff, I know we joke around each other on the show. We have a good time. We pick on each other. But I said throughout the entire trip, Jeff was the MVP of that trip. And he was so excited. He had never been to Hawaii. So watching his joy going to a place that I love was the best birthday gift I received, was how much fun he had in Hawaii.
Also, this is weird since we're coworkers, but you looked hot in that picture. My husband was like, "Oh, Jason's looking tan and toned." And I was like, "Calm down, all right." I'll text him, but bring it back a notch. Yeah, all right.
I know. Didn't you text me that?
Yeah.
I was like, Fallon goes, "This is weird for me to text, but you look kind of hot in that photo." I'm like, "Yeah, I've never been told that in my entire life." So
I don't think
thank
I've
you.
ever seen your breasts before, so it was like really, really exciting. Yeah.
No, and you'll never again. No. The guy goes, "You want to take a picture?" And I'm like, "Oh, I don't know. We're all kind of shirtless." Yeah, that moment we were like, "God, how do I look?" And I'm sitting, and you got to hide the fat rolls.
Yeah.
And I was like, "Yeah, it was."
You just choose the one you look the best in to post.
Exactly.
Obviously, forget your friends and family.
No. Yeah, a little bit later later in the show, actually, in our second hour, I'm going to be giving you my Hawaii best things ever, because I've been there a few times, and I always like to share tips. If you're going to take a once-in-a-lifetime trip, I'll tell you where to go, what to eat, what to do, what to see. But it was just unbelievable. And now I really am. The next time I go, I think sometime in the next year or so, I've decided I am going to swim with sharks. I'm going to conquer that fear. Yeah.
I don't like it. I'm with your mom. Not a fan.
I know. And Mom's here, so I told the audio people to shut the speaker off so she didn't hear that last part. So yeah. we have more live from the Minnesota State Fair when we come back. Back in a moment, everybody. Welcome back, everybody. Day one of the Minnesota State Fair. Thanks to this great crowd for being here. Well, our next guest is known for her jewelry that's unapologetic, expressive, and amusing. Based in St. Paul, Larissa has built a national presence, though. Based in St. Paul, but everybody knows her and just launched a State Fair-themed collection. Audience, give it up for Larissa Loden, everybody. Welcome.
Thank you.
Thank you for I always like origins. How did this start? Where did this gift come from?
So this actually came from just like my love of food and being like this giant foodie, and we know that it's the Great Minnesota Get Together, but honestly, isn't it the Great Minnesota Food Get Together?
It is, yes.
Yeah. So I just really wanted to show it, and food is just this like really fun thing that plays so cute in jewelry. So it just started last year with our first collection, which was butter, because you can't make cookies without butter, and the butter sculptures. So yeah.
Well, when I mean the origin story, what made you want to do jewelry at all?
Oh.
Yeah, no. Both answers are fine, but yeah.
No, so actually it's very similar to the butter person and Martha of Sweet Martha's Cookies. I was an art teacher actually in Minneapolis Public Schools for 8 years. Yes.
We love our teachers.
And I loved it, but it was like the one great thing about being a teacher is you can do art fairs and all of that on the side. So then I started doing art fairs, and then all of a sudden I was still teaching and had 2 part-time employees, and actually it was my assistant principal that was like, you can always come back to teaching, but you get one shot to do this. And I was like, all right.
I like that.
Yeah.
I like that gift.
Yeah.
And Fallon, you've been a fan because you introduced us.
Yes, I did. And I have loved Larissa's stuff for a very long time. And then I had the honor of going to her Mall of America grand opening. Yeah. And she had little olive pieces. So obviously my daughter's name is Olive, so I'm very drawn to those. But how did you decide of all of the different food items to narrow it down to like your butter, your pickles, your cheese curds? I mean, those are the classic staples, but it's a difficult narrowing down process, I'm sure.
It is. I'm more of a salty sweet person, I would say.
Yeah.
Like, you know, I think all great people are like, yeah, I'm a sweet, but yeah, I got a little saltiness to me.
Exactly.
So, yeah. So very much so, like, we got the briny here, the cheese curd. It's like that really great book, that Salt, Fat, Acid, Heat. It's just kind of like that.
Exactly.
So, yeah.
Exactly.
And when you're not doing State Fair items, we should say, I mentioned unapologetic in the intro. There might be a fun curse word here and there sometimes.
I can be a little spicy, but I have a lot of sweet with me and everything like that. So yes, we have not safe for TV, fun little wordy words and everything.
We were talking about this segment before, and Jeff goes, okay, I hope there's no word, a bad word. I'm sure Larissa is probably not going to bring that one to the fair. Yeah.
As I said, I was a teacher. I know how to go PGG real easily.
Thank you.
So, yes.
There could be a little PG-13 on this show. Yeah. Okay, now let's talk about some of the jewelry. What's you have a show coming up too, or?
Yeah, so definitely. So we just launched all of the State Fair stuff. So we have we added on. So we have our corn, obviously, and then pickle is brand new. It's kind of a big deal, as I joke around.
Thank you.
I know.
Thank you.
And then we have cookies, and then also milk and cookies. I know it is a big thing right now that the unlimited milk went up to $3.
Yeah,
but
hot topic.
I understand it's a hot topic, but we do have milk and cookies there. And then personal favorites. If you go on my social media, I have a whole breakdown of Pronto Pup and corn dog history last year, but I do have wherever you lie in the allegiance. I know some people are like, there's ketchup on here, it's a corn dog.
I know, and people watching from across the country do not get the debate, and some people don't even. I explained at the top of the show the difference between a Pronto Pup and a corn dog. Fallon and I are from Indiana. Fallon, back me up. and my mom's here too. We never had Pronto Pups in Indiana. We
Not
had corn
that I
dogs.
remember. Yeah, corn dogs. I'll eat either. Yeah, I don't care. Put it in front of me. I am a mustard girl with my corn dog or Pronto Pup. I don't do ketchup. I love ketchup on many other items, but I do feel like that is a childish condiment for a hot dog.
No. Just don't
turn on me every time people turn on me, and that's why I do it.
Just don't do it in Chicago. Hi, Chicago. Don't do it in Chicago. You'll be run out of time. Congratulations, by the way. Larissa just opened a store at Mall of America.
Yep.
So tell us, what's that like, having a brick and mortar?
So that one is, I mean, the Mall of America is just so great. So many people like come from all over the country that have seen us, and then that's like the really great moment there. And we do all of the permanent jewelry. We're the only place at the Mall of America that does permanent jewelry, which is amazing. So
congratulations.
Thank you.
I'm so happy for you. Give it up for Larissa, everybody. If you're watching us locally, head to her store, like we said, at the Mall of America and in St. Paul, and order online if you're watching from across the country, LarissaLoden.com. We'll be right back after this. Welcome back. Day one of the Minnesota State Fair. Okay. Well, as you heard, there's a theme: food. We just can't get enough. And we have even more new foods here for part two. It's like The Empire Strikes Back. It's the sequel. Stephanie's back with even more new food. Stephanie Hansen.
I wanted your viewers to get the most new food on day one of the fair.
Yeah, we've never done two new food segments.
We will have sampled 10 things, friend.
That's great. I'll be full. Yeah, great.
I worked real hard. They're all here. We had a few no-shows, but we won't talk about them. So if you see them on your list,
you don't want me to publicly shame them for not coming on for free publicity?
We could publicly shame Yia Vang.
Perfect. Yeah. Yeah. Really?
We love Yia.
Okay, where are we starting?
Okay, we're going to start with the strawberry lemonade donut because I felt like we needed a refresher.
Yeah.
So this is from Fluffy's.
Fluffy's. It's a good donut.
Fluffy's
it's a really good donut.
Real great. They had the dill pickle donut last year that I really liked. This has got like freeze-dried strawberries on a yeasty, delicious glazed donut.
Yeah, go right in there. You know what? I believe in sharing. Yeah. Who would like this?
Good,
okay, you made Eric come over here. You made a sign, for heaven's sake. You get the whole damn thing. There we go. Share that with you both. There we go. They made signs.
I really like
My
that
goodness,
Fluffy's
look at
donut.
that. Thank you, guys. Enjoy the donut.
I really liked that. The strawberries were freeze-dried and like kind of bright. It was good.
Overall, Fluffy's, if you're here, you just want a donut. Fluffy's has really good donuts.
Okay, you're going to like this. This is going to remind you of being at Serum's.
Serum's is my favorite place for chicken wings. Yeah.
This is a potato skin, and it has a little ham, a little dilly cream cheese, a little pickles, a little dill potato chips.
Okay, where is this from?
This is from the potato chip stand.
That's not a thing. Did you literally just make that up? Yeah.
I might have.
Okay.
I couldn't remember. Don't put me on the spot anymore. Here, I'm going to have another bite.
You know what's funny? It's not even on here.
I know.
Did you already hit the sauce before you came here?
No, you guys. It was a lot of coordinating 10 people.
There's nothing about potatoes here.
She was like, I brought these skins, and I was like, okay.
You're just letting random people bring food?
Yes.
We don't know.
If you find out where they are very delicious. Okay.
Stephanie, this is a professional endeavor.
The crowd is helping us.
Did you know? No, yes.
I wasn't going to say no.
Okay, can I just tell you, what's your name?
They had dilly
Sandra.
things on them.
Stephanie, give me a minute here.
Okay.
Sandra, it took her 17 seconds to find out where the potato thing is from. And you... What? Right there, you get that. And I love that you tried to pass it off. I love that. Hey, Steph, where's this from? The potato chip stand? which isn't a thing.
Okay.
You could have said like Paul's Potato World or something.
Really? I felt
God,
bad
I love you.
because I didn't know, and I was like, sure, let's just. But it was so last minute.
So,
and I
if there are
didn't
any
have
other
it in my
vendors that
notes.
want to come on down, just come on down.
Okay, can we eat the soda sliders?
Okay, what is this?
This is from the Hamlin Church Dining Hall.
This is actually on your list.
Yeah, this is a wild rice burger.
Go ahead.
A gravy.
I'll let you eat it
potato
because
bun.
that is really messy. And this diner, if you're not from here, is a legendary diner.
It's been here like 100 years, I think, out at the State Fair. Those are really good.
Swedish soda sliders, cranberry
Really good.
wild rice meatball
Really
on
good.
a bun. Really
The
good.
gravy is delicious.
I
like the sassiness of the sauce.
I'm just happy we know where that's from. That's
Okay, I know where these are from.
This is our final item.
This is the banh mi eclair and the lobster eclair, and this is from the new Scenic Cafe. They've got their Airstream out here.
A lobster eclair?
Yeah. 'Cause
I'm
we're
down
fancy
with that.
like
we are
that at the
now
fair.
this should we Lady in the Tramp
Yeah,
this?
totally. This one's for you, Mimi. I mean, how are you going to go wrong with lobster in an eclair?
That's actually
Is it an eclair, eclair, or eclair?
eclair. And again, where is that from?
Eau Claire,
That's from the
Wisconsin.
potato chip stand. Everybody. You can find this at the potato chip stand here at the Minnesota State Fair. No, where's that from? The eclair. I'm sorry, are you choking? Hi. Anybody got a beer? Yeah.
I inhaled.
Okay. Anyway, that's from the potato chip stand at the Minnesota.
New Scenic Cafe. It's a lobster banh mi. I'm not choking on a pepper, you are.
Stephanie Hansen, everybody.
So good, though.
And I just want to remind everybody,
Thank you.
this woman won an Emmy. We'll be right back. Back in a moment, everybody. And welcome back. Great crowd out here for day one. As I mentioned at the top of the show, the bosses decided last year that 1 hour of our show isn't enough.
No.
So yes, we're going to be doing the Jason Show. The Jason Show will be on for 2 hours locally on our home station, Fox 9. And the second hour, we're kind of going back to our roots, a lot more Minnesota focus. But here's the thing. And speaking of Minnesota focus, Fallon has to say goodbye. But my sidekick for the entire run of the fair is radio legend Lori Barghini from Lori and Julia from my radio station, My Talk 1071. You're very busy, Fallon. You're
so
very busy.
Yes, thank you.
And by the way, that 11 o'clock, for you watching around the country, we will be posting that on the Fox Local app and on YouTube. Okay, the quick follow-up. Are these your wontons?
These are my wontons. Bjorn went and grabbed them so you can try it from Caveat. Everyone behind the scenes said, save me a wonton. What are your first thoughts?
Better than the potato chip barn, let me tell you. No.
They're so good. And Bjorn also has the Vietnamese coffee that they have over there.
Yeah.
It's excellent.
Aaron, take a shot of what we have.
And then they have the big egg roll on a stick as well. So, stunning. Okay.
No, it's like a Barker Beauty every day, I'm telling you.
Yeah.
We'll be right back to play Let's Make a Deal right after this. Stay with us, everybody. Happy birthday to this little sweetheart right here. Welcome back. Day one of the Minnesota State Fair. This is my new sidekick if Fallon starts to get a little mouthy there.
Which I will, so
That's
I'll
right.
head out.
It's our tradition for 10 years to play Let's Make a Deal to wrap up the show. We don't have a lot of time today. Get your bags ready. If you have the item that I list, raise your hand. Miss Shannon will find you and you can win a prize. Here we go.
Ooh.
Who has Post-it notes in their purse? Anybody? Post it right there. There we go. Thank you for coming, everybody. To our national audience, go out there and be yourself because nobody can tell you're doing it wrong. To our Minnesota audience, stay right there. Hour 2 of the Jason Show live from the fair starts in just a minute. Back after this.